Hello, Mr. Bernie.
Hello, Rezan. How are you today?
Fine, and you?
Very good. How was school today?
It's fine actually. We have history today. It's a little bit boring, and on the other hand, it's perfect.
All right. All right. Now, I noticed this with your brother too. You have very interesting shirts. So what kind of shirt are you wearing today?
It's a team that I sport. I wear it because of it's so hot and
Okay. Okay.
it's
So
just
is this a soccer team?
yeah,
And what is your team?
Galatasaray.
I have now you're 15?
Yeah,
I have a boy who's a student who's 14. He'll be 15 in December. And everything he has is about Galatasaray. His shirts, his I remember last year on his birthday, he said, teacher, can I show you what I got for my birthday? And everything was a Galatasaray shirt, a Galatasaray soccer ball, a Galatasaray hat, everything.
yeah.
So
My uncle has given some things like that for me as well for winter actually.
yeah. Isn't it funny to think that if you ever went to a game, you and this other student of mine might be at the same game at the same time?
Yeah,
That would be really interesting. So,
yeah.
okay. All right, my friend. And I also wanted to tell you, I noticed that when I first met you again after all these years, that usually the classes were with your brother and with your sister. But now I'm seeing you a lot more. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, is this because, are you getting ready for your university exams, or why are you suddenly paying more attention to English?
Uh, Actually, I know English, as you know. Like
Mhm.
I'm C1 between C1 and B2, and I'm good at school as well. I'm nearly good at nearly everything
Mhm.
without PC exams or the other things.
Mhm.
And my brother is new at the high school, no, middle school. So
Middle school, yeah.
uh, he needs to sleep early, and he's getting in class for Friday for this
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
And so I like to speak with you, so
Okay.
I'm speaking with you today. Or
Well, I enjoy speaking with you too. I enjoy speaking with you. Um,
thanks.
so let me ask you, because I don't know a lot about the university exams in Turkey. Do they have a lot of English on them? Do they have like an English section or something? Do you know?
Uh, if the things that I heard is correct, we they didn't ask anything about English for
Okay.
us.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. That's very interesting. So let's take a minute and let's remember last week. Last week, we talked about this word, which is a verb. And if I were to change it into a noun, it would become this word. So what do you remember about the word hinder?
Hinder is something like uh, someone who says like you're going somewhere, you need to go there. It's so it's so you have good reasons for it, and if someone says and no, stay here, and if it locks the door and takes the key with it, and it's something like hinder.
Right. Okay. So if something is hindering you, it might do this to you. It might do this to you. It might do that to you.
Yeah.
So suppose, for example, you had a sports day at school and you were going to be in a race. And while you were running, your shoe came off. Okay. Now you could still finish the race. You can run with no shoes on, but it would probably slow you down. It would hinder you. It would hinder you. Okay. Now, Rizan, this is something I'm not sure that you and I have talked about before. Today, I want you to look at this map. And this map is the Roman Empire. Okay, the Roman Empire, the way it looked in the year 117. So this map shows the Roman Empire about 1,900 years ago.
Yeah.
And this was when it was its very biggest. And look where Turkey is today. All of Turkey was part of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Everything. And some of Eastern Asia, some of the northern parts of Africa, all of the southern part of Europe were part of the Roman Empire. And look at this. All the way up to England. Here's England right here.
Yeah.
And this is where the English language was starting.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Right. Now, in the year 477, 360 years after this map, the Roman Empire collapsed.
Yeah.
And their government was gone, their power was gone, politically they were gone, but the language stayed behind. The language stayed behind. Now, do you know what the name of the language was in the Roman Empire?
English?
No, good try.
Roman?
You would think it would be Roman, but it's actually called this.
Latin.
Latin. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a word in Latin. Pensare.
Oh.
Now, in English, that word would be translated as these two words.
Think.
Yes. To wonder. How did you know that?
I translated.
Ah! Okay. To wonder or to think. Now, what happened in English? Now let's look at this English word. How do you say that word?
Pensive.
Perfect, Rezan. So you remember that if there's an E at the end, it's probably silent.
Yeah.
And that's common in English. But do you see this?
Yeah.
Pens at the beginning. And what that tells me is this comes from the ancient word pensare, because it's got part of that word in there. Now, let me give you an example of you being pensive. So suppose the day comes and you go ahead and you take the university test and you were very happy with your results. You did really well. But now you have to make a choice because there are 3 different universities you could go to. And the first one has some really good things about it, but some things you don't like. And the second one has really good things and things that aren't really good. And the third one has good things, but also some things you don't like so much. You might feel very pensive because you're thinking and thinking, wondering and wondering, what is the best choice? What should I do? You are being pensive.
Yeah.
So if you are pensive, you are
Full of thinking, wondering.
And often when we think of pensive, we think of someone who's being very quiet.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting and wondering and thinking and thinking and thinking. And Rezan, I'm sure, I know you're just a teenager, but there's probably been times when you had a problem or something and you find yourself thinking and thinking and thinking, what do I do about this? What should I do? Pensive.
Okay.
Okay. Now, in English, the word pensive is an adjective because it's a describing word. Rezan, do you know what this would be?
Pensive. Pensively.
What would pensively be?
And looking like thinking so much.
It is, but it's called an adverb.
Adverb.
Okay.
Pens-
And so pensively would be describing a verb. So let me give an example. Rezan was sitting pensively. Pensively describes how you're sitting, and
Okay.
sitting is a verb. It's something you can do. Okay?
Okay, I understand.
All right. Now, next time I'm going to ask you about pensive. Will you remember?
Okay, I really remember.
Okay. I expect you to remember. Okay. All right,
Okay.
my friend. Let's go on. You and I have been using Teacher Rachel and listening to some of the things that she says. Now, today, she found about 6 different clips from movies. And in each one, the actor is saying the same thing, but the actor says it really fast. What are they saying? So I want you to listen very carefully and see if you can figure out what they're saying. Are you ready?
What are you hearing?
Don't tell her.
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 Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
What did they say?
Don't tell her.
Very good. Very good. Now that's what they were saying. What did you actually hear?
Don't tell her.
Right, right. And you notice anything unusual about that?
It's so fast.
It was so fast. Now watch what Rachel says about it. And as soon as she says it, I think you'll see that's true. This makes sense.
The phrase is don't tell her. Notice the H is dropped in her. This is common in spoken English. What are you hearing?
Okay. Now, did you notice that?
Okay.
None of the actors pronounced the letter H. And the way that you just said it, Rezan, is exactly how they said it. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. There's no H sound at all. Okay?
Okay.
And that's very common in spoken English. Okay? So technically, if you want to be correct and say it correctly, don't tell her. But when they say don't tell her, that's how many people speak. Now, what if it had been a man?
Don't tell him.
And do you notice that?
Don't tell him.
Right, exactly. What happened to the H?
I didn't say it.
You didn't say it. It disappeared, didn't it? And that's the same thing. So don't tell him. Don't tell him. All I really hear is I am. Okay?
Yeah.
So very, very common in American English. Not correct, but very common.
Okay.
All right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you look at this picture here today? This is where we're going to have a little bit of fun. And take a look at it and let me know what's going on here. What is this picture about?
A second, please. These are the days of these planets.
Right, right. Now, the bottom numbers are the days. So look at Earth. Earth turns one time in 23 hours and 56 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
What's the top number?
It's showing us that how much slight does they have.
Okay, Rezan, can I tell you 2 words? See those 2 words?
Some axis.
Okay, tilt or axis. Now let me see what happens when I do this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm sure, Rezan, that you have some globes in your house. This globe, do you notice that it's tilted on an axis?
Yeah.
So you see, it's like this, and it's supposed to be tilted to show how the Earth is tilted. It's not straight up and down like that.
Yeah,
Now, did you notice that one of the planets is actually completely straight up and down?
If it's correct, I am seeing Mercury. That's
right, Mercury. And one of the planets is almost completely on its side.
Venus.
Try again.
Oh,
Oh, I know what you're saying. Venus, it's almost like it's upside down. Yeah.
yeah.
But look at Uranus.
Oh,
Yeah. And people kind of joke that Uranus rolls in its orbit around the sun. Okay. So look what happens when I put this into play. I think this is really interesting. Look at Jupiter.
yeah.
Isn't that incredible? Isn't it interesting that the biggest planet has the shortest day?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, because that means on Earth, in one Earth day, Jupiter has about 2.5 days.
Yes.
That is really something. So it's a huge, huge difference. And look at the 4 smaller planets.
They are more longer. And
Right, right.
something like a year
Yes.
for
And
a day.
isn't Venus amazing?
Yeah.
It takes 243 days plus a little bit more for it to turn just once. Wow,
It's
that is
interesting.
absolutely amazing. So this is really an interesting look at our solar system. All right, Rezan, I want to try a little bit of reading. Let me make it bigger. Okay, now, Rezan, let's do this time. I will start the reading, and when I stop, you continue, okay?
Okay.
Explanation. How does your favorite planet spin? Does it spin rapidly around a nearly vertical axis, or horizontally, or backwards? The featured video animates NASA images of all 8 planets in our solar system to show them spinning side by side for an easy comparison. In the time-lapse video, a day on Earth, 1 Earth rotation takes just a few seconds. Okay, you take over.
It takes just a few seconds. Jupiter rotates the fastest, while Venus spins not only the slowest, can you see it, but backwards. The inner rock planets across the top underwent dramatic spin altering collisions. No, how does it trace?
Collisions.
Thanks. Collisions during the early days of the solar system. Sorry. Why planets spin and tilt as they do remains a topic of research, with much insights gained from modern computer modeling and the discovery and analysis of hundreds of planets orbiting other stars.
Okay, Rezan, do you see the 2 words I put in the chat?
Yeah.
Collision.
Yes.
Some scientists think that millions of years ago, some of the inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, must have collided with something else that slowed them down. And you see research?
Yeah.
Now, that's something I hope you'll be doing someday, is doing research. Because you're a smart young man, and I think that would be good for you. All right, so very interesting. Now, there was just one phrase I wanted to make sure that you understood and that you knew. And when I typed those things in, I forgot what it was. Oh, this right here. Now, do you know what that phrase means?
Kind of.
Okay. Earth spins this way to the east, And that's why there's you in Turkey. You see daytime before I do. And it's not till we get this far that, oh, now it's daytime for me. And while it's still daytime for me, you're already sleeping.
Yes.
Because it's night, okay? All of the planets rotate to the east. Venus rotates backwards. And you wonder why one planet rotates towards the west and all the other ones rotate towards the east. That's kind of unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rezan, let's finish what we started last week. We didn't have time to read the whole thing last week, but remember that we were talking about bones and decalcification of astronauts. And can you remind me, when we started last week, what was the main idea of what we were reading?
The astronauts' bones.
And what happens?
The bones are being some like ice. They are so unprotected, and they are so open for breaking. So
Right.
the doctors are trying to find something like medicine for them.
Good point. And now, Rezan, when I looked at this picture kind of surprised me here when I looked at this, because it said, and I'm sorry it's so small for you. There you go. High resolution cross section image of a wrist bone. You can see the detailed bone microstructure. Kind of surprised how many holes are in that bone. Does that surprise you? And you can see right through it. Rezan, where is this?
Wrist bone.
Where in your body is your wrist bone?
It must be on the leg.
Good try. This is your wrist right here.
Oh, okay.
Right, the part that bends up and down, and makes your hand bend up and down.
Yeah.
And the wrist only goes two ways, up and down. You notice you don't have a lot of room to the left and right. A little bit, but mostly it's for going up and down. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read the first paragraph and you read the second one. Every year, astronauts go to the International Space Station to conduct scientific experiments. They have to live and work in microgravity for months. A big problem with this environment is bone loss. Okay, go ahead.
Bones are alive. They grow and change all the time to adapt to your body's needs. One type of bone cells breaks down older bone tissue. Other cells build new bone. Is it tissue?
Tissue.
Okay. Tissue. Usually, there is a balance in this process until a certain age, but in microgravity, 1 minute. Microgravity, the breaking down of bones happens faster than the rebuilding. This is because bones adapt to this weight, much like muscles.
Okay, Rezan, you skipped a line. You skipped the new environment.
Oh, sorry.
So start here. This is where.
This is where bones adapt to this new environment, where they don't have to carry the body's weight, much like muscles. If you don't lose your bones, they are weaken. The problems is that we don't know if astronauts' bones will recover when they come back to Earth, where there is gravity. They might be more likely to feature their bones later in life.
Okay, so Rezan, if you want some nice big muscles, what do you have to do?
I'm not used to do something actually. If I'm not must do.
Well, if you want big muscles, you have to exercise, right?
Oh yeah.
and doing exercise can build up your muscles.
Yes.
Well, what they're saying is that in a way, bones work the same. If you don't have gravity, then your bones get kind of lazy and they lose part of their mass. They lose part of what they are. Okay. And so that's very, very important, is that your bones get that work too. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'll read the first paragraph and you read the second one. Because of this issue, astronauts spend a lot of time in space doing exercises. They try to make up for the bone and muscle loss. But how do you exercise without any gravity? There is a special machine on board the International Space Station. It simulates the use of weights, making many exercises possible. Can you imagine this word?
It sounds like holograms. It's not
right. Holograph is simulation. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, go ahead. But even with
astronauts still suffer from bone loss. How much? How does the lack of a mission impact bones? How more exercise help? How can we predict the degree of bone loss? This is what we want to find out.
Okay. Now, does bone loss happen if you're on Earth?
Yeah. No. Actually, yes, it happens.
But what makes it happen on Earth?
I don't know so much.
Old age.
Oh.
Old age. Okay. And Rezan, this is why if you're outside and you're playing basketball and you fall down, you just stand up and I'm fine, and you go. If instead of being 15, if you were 85 and you fall down, that can be really bad, right?
Yes.
Because you might break an arm, break a leg. Now, my mother is 86 and she walks with a walker. Do you know what a walker is?
Yes.
Yeah. And I always tell her, you always walk with that walker, because if you fall, you could break something.
Yes.
At her age. And I said, so whatever you do, even if you're just going into the bathroom or just going to get some water in the kitchen, take the walker. Always use that walker. All right. So next we're going to see what they did for this experiment. And let's just start this. We'll have to finish it next time. So let's do just these first two paragraphs. We examined the leg and arm bones of 17 astronauts before and after spaceflight. We used, and I didn't even know what this is myself, Rezan, we used a high-resolution quantitative computed tomography scanner. Oh my goodness, what a word. This allowed us to look at the bones in 3D, 3 dimensions, at a high resolution. We examined the bone's thickness, their strength, and the density of their minerals, etc. And there's an astronaut using this experiment. Would you read that last paragraph?
We also want to understand the role of exercising before and during space flights, so we asked the astronauts for their exercise habits.
Right. So does exercising, 2 hours a day make a difference? Yes or no? So they're going to see, does it make a difference? Does it really make a difference? Okay, Rezan, are you a little bit tired?
Not too much.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think you've had a long day. So good night, my friend. You did a great job. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
You.
Good
Goodbye.
night. Bye-bye.
I see you.